So you can do a sit-stay in the presence of a dog that's out of control, as long as they're behind a fence or something, or on a leash with somebody. If she completes it successfully like that, you can give her a reward. Good. Okay. Sit. You can release her to be free. Go. So you could also practice if you have a dog that's really getting out of control. See how can you show her? Show the other dog. Make sure you show the other dog as well. She's been around so many dogs like this now that she's becoming really desensitized, even to dogs that are acting like this, barking at her and stuff like that. So we've done so much training. Come! You don't want to get her that close. You call her away when she gets that close. Good. And that just makes her calm in the presence of these dogs even better. Hey, don't you want to... See, she doesn't care about this dog that's trying to egg her on. Come. Good. You can also practice a down. In the presence of this. This time I have her facing the opposite direction. Last time it was on her left side. This time it's on her right side. And see how she's looking at me? She's focusing on me and ignoring the distraction. Good. She should get a reward for that. And see how I'm rewarding her? I'm putting it on the ground between her two front paws. Just like that. I'm always walking around both ways. It's such a simple thing, but for some reason, most dogs can't stay down when you walk behind them both ways for some reason. So that's the first thing we practice. Good. And then we practice it in more and more stressful situations until we work up to this with a dog that has an issue with other dogs, for example. So just in case you're wondering, the byproduct of being able to do this and other things you'll see on this video, when she's on free time, she's going to be way less triggered to just start a fight or attack another dog. And you have time to call her to come to you. If everything goes wrong, you're not paying attention to what's going on, somebody's let a little dog in the yard, which was her thing, her trigger was some little dog running around, you need to call her away from that little dog, because once it's happened once, you never can trust that it won't happen again. So why even tempt fate? Call her back to you. But this builds up this fuse, so to speak, so that she can handle a lot more stress and she doesn't reach her breaking point right away like she did wherever that little dog was that she attacked. So the more she does this, the more she learns how to focus and learn these skills, the longer her fuse becomes, the more she can handle, and pretty soon she just doesn't do it at all, ever. But as far as with little dogs, or dogs in general like this, if she's had a problem in a yard with loose dogs, then you want to practice where you can control the situation like this. Make sure that you build her up, because this is all about building her up so that she never goes back to the old way of being. You practice this as much as possible. Don't allow her to be in situations where she can be set up to fail at first. So you're not going to take her back and immediately let her go back to the dog park or the doggy daycare, wherever that incident happened, too much too soon. You want to do a lot of these kind of situations, be really comfortable with doing the training the way that I'm going to show you and the way I'm demonstrating in all the videos. And good, just rewarding her because she's been there for a while. Gradually ease her into those situations. If for some reason you want to test her with a bunch of dogs loose or little dogs, which was her big issue, then at first you do it with a leash so you can control the outcome. You don't just do it. You have to make sure that it's going well, and you do that with a leash, even if it's like a 10 or 20 foot long line, so you can call her back to you and get her out of there if you see that she's starting to lose her focus and get overstimulated. That's the way you'd always do it with a dog that has attacked other dogs. And always end on a success. Even if the first time you're in the yard for 2 minutes with a bunch of other dogs, you call her back to come to you and you're out of there. Every time you do that, you have a little bit more and more time. But generally, You add more and more time every time you do it to keep building her up. Generally though, you want to stay out of those situations for a while, continue to work on the training because it continues to stabilize her. The training continues after she comes back to you, or else it goes away eventually. If you don't do this stuff that I'm showing you, it'll always go away. So that's your plan. And you try to keep her out of situations. See if she breaks out of a downstay. No. That's all you have to do. You lift up your left foot. You may not even have to touch the leash. Put her back. You already said down once. Even if you said down 5 minutes ago, you want her to know the first time meant it. So you got to keep her out of trouble for a while. Keep this winning streak going. She's on a winning streak. You want to keep it going. Keep her out of situations where she can screw up. If she's going to be in this situation, make sure you're doing it this way so that she always has a success. You end on a success. And every day you do that, you'll get better and better. When you're going to finish, when you're going to leave a situation like this, just like any downstay, you stand next to her. Okay. And you get her out of there. One last little visit with the dog. Sit. I'm going to have her sit and then release her. Go. This is a dog that she's never seen before. It's a new dog. And she doesn't care. Good girl. If she gets that close, you want to call her back to come just to make sure you don't tempt fate. Come. Good. Okay, let's go.